So everybody rocking, man. We in the building. We in the building. Sorry for our tardiness, man. You know, we got a lot of things that we have to work out, a lot of kinks we have to work out before we go live. So forgive us. And then we colored people, so you already know how that go. You know what I'm saying?
We got our own time. We got our own time.
You already know how that go. It happens. But you know, better late than never. You know how they say. But shout out to all my people, man. We got another courtroom case to be going over, man. We gotta bring these people to justice. You know what I'm saying? They gotta meet the long arm of the law, man. And it's time. It's about time, man. They've been on a tear. They've been causing havoc for about 28 years in a row. Ain't that wild? These boys done hurt a lot of people here.
Man, we must stop them. They must be stopped.
We gotta take these boys down. They are notorious, nefariously notorious and infamous in Cowboy Nation. And it's about time for these boys to get their just due. We must bring them to justice. You know what I'm saying? We don't be snitching, but hey, they doing some, they got some egregious things they got going on. But first,
I seen less egregious stuff on The Sopranos, man.
You know what I'm saying? They make The Sopranos look like it's Bush League. But shout out to Joe Tranchina, Miss Regina, Peas and Alfuego. Who else? Miss Nisi in the building. Michael Autry, Jay Worthy, Rebel 95. Shout out to all our people rocking, man. Make sure you hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And you already know why. Them haters hate on us because we the greatest, man. And sometimes we gotta bring them boys to justice, though. But you know, first and foremost, we gotta make sure them haters doing the most what they was put on God's green earth to do, and you already knew that's hate, man. Let's get this trap jump around the corner. Yeah. Let's go. Shout out to all my people. Let's get it.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey. Ain't no looking back, came a long way. Hey. I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey. That what make them hate, that what make them hate. Hey. Cause we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey. That what make them hate, that what make them hate. Hey. Cause we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey. Landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Get it.
You ain't in on the team, you just a ball, boy. Real high, used to ride knockout, but it's real now. Real fly. Bitch, I probably average your career high. Nigga one day hating on it, probably wanna kill. When they got our own band, we hollin' a deal. Yeah. Long little CEO, CIP the dollar. Nigga took my brother, that shit made me go harder. That shit turned me to a monster. Now I'm focused on the comma. Now I'ma run up them comma. The summer, run up them numbers, yeah. I know that they hate the way a nigga ball, man. Rockin' all this ball, man. Street made on the chain.
Hey, man, y'all know what time it is, man. Let's get this trap jumping. Now, you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching us through a phone, but I promise you, hey, the trap had to go to court, y'all. Trap. You know, when you out here living real nefarious, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got that court date coming up. You be dreading to go here, but you got to get it done, man. You don't want them people coming out to get now. You don't want them folks coming to get you now. You don't want them kind of problem with the feds now.
Depending on the charges, you better off not showing up to court. like some of y'all know this, y'all ain't getting off. Y'all just need to go ahead and get a head start.
They said they gonna slide on us in the trap like this here. Don't tell me.
FBI, open up!
Oh Lord, they coming for us. Say, hey, you gotta get right, man. You gotta get right here. Trap. But man, we got some nefarious, notorious, infamous, egregious criminals, all kind of 16-letter words about these criminals that's been raining terror on the Cowboys, man. The Cowboys crime family versus the nation, HTM. We got a lot of things to discuss about these dudes, right? Because you look, what happened last week, we thought we was on the right path, right? But this is what happened. Let me tell y'all what happened. We had brought the coaches in for trial, right? And then they start snitching on the ownership. That's what happened, y'all. They just told on the ownership. They said, hey, it wasn't us, man. Y'all got to talk to our bosses first. So, hey, that's how there's more than one way to skin a cat. We had to go over there and talk to them first, and then they sent us over here. So they gave us some information. They cooperated, you know what I'm saying? So it's about time for us to get into it with them, HTM. What you think about that, man? They gave us some real good information.
Well, listen, we already had Al Harris turning over evidence to get Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn and everybody else their sentences. And real quick, shout out to my boy Michael Autry, man. Happy birthday, my boy. He just turned 41. So listen, you feel like we feel. You have endured years and years of punishment by the hands of the Dallas Cowboys crime family.
Absolutely.
They are the ones that have deprived us of championships and glory just based on what they have done. This has been a calculated and underhanded conspiracy going on for entirely too long. But we will be using y'all help to take these boys down today inside of the court of public opinion. The Dallas Cowboys front office, who was actually the management of the Dallas Cowboys crime family.
Absolutely, man. We bringing them to justice. Now it's time to get into this, man, because, hey, they've been getting away with it for too long, and now it's time to bring them to justice, HTM. We got to bring these boys to justice. So let's get into this content, man. We got some charges against these people. You know how it worked last time. Look, they said Al Harris snitched, man. We trying to tell y'all, he gave us information, so it helped us out. So he was clean. He got away clean.
Yeah, he gave up everybody else to get witness protection. So that's why Al Harris was not featured last week. He gave up evidence that helped with our convictions.
Absolutely. He helped us out, and he got, you know what I'm saying? We gave him a little leeway. So this is how we.
But Joe Witt is still running around. He is a fugitive of the court. So if you have any information on Joe Witt, please contact 1-800 snitch on him, and please let us know.
Already, man. 1-800 snitch on that man. Bring him to justice. The long arm of the law gotta be. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get this done. But let's get into it, man. The Cowboys courthouse front office on trial. It's about time we get these boys and bring them to justice, man. We got Stephen Jones, what it is, the capo.
Stephen Jones,
the underboss.
Stephen Jones, he's the underboss.
The underboss, Stephen Jones. Then we got Will McClay, the capo. And then you already know Gerald is the done around here, man. That's him, Jones.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him, Jones, I'm him, Duncan.
So we gonna take it to, we gonna take the trial, in the words of the late great last Mr. Biggs. We gonna take this to trial. So we first, you already know, hey, it is what it is. You know the black man gotta go first, man.
This South got something.
You already know.
Trap.
The black man gotta go first now. So, but look though, this how it work. Will, you got a chance to tell us, lighten your sentence a little bit. You got a chance to give them up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
we will show no mercy to either three of the defendants in Cowboys court house. All three of them have been involved in a multi-year conspiracy to deprive Dallas Cowboy fans of championships, glory, and bragging rights. So all three of them shall be held to the highest standard, and we shall throw the book at all three individuals in this racketeering case. This is a RICO.
We throwing the book at them. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Okay, the Cowboys front office on trial, Cowboys courthouse. This is how we get it done. First up, we got Mr. Will McClay. Now, we know Mr. Will McClay does some good things in Cowboy Nation, just like all other criminals do, right? Just like Tukey Williams, once he started doing all that terrible stuff, he started writing kids' books and stuff before he went down.
Trap.
They gonna try to change their ways, you know what I'm saying? They want to lighten that sentence. They want to get out of that penalty, that death row sentence. They want to try to get out of it. So, Will McClay does do some good things, but he is down by association. You know, when you commit a crime and if you around some people committing a crime, you going down too, right here. That's how it go.
Hey, Rev Rebel said because that lad draft class, he is guilty as hell.
He going down too. Okay, but since that happened, you know, hey, you guilty by association, Mr. Will McClay. So we got to bring your charges to the court of public opinion. So let's get into it. We got that boy circle like he is America's most wanted out here, y'all. This is how we get down in the court. Mr. Will McClay on America's Most Wanted. So let's get into these charges, HTM.
Well, Will McClay has been identified as the capo, the captain, highest ranking captain within the Dallas Cowboys crime family. He reports directly to Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, who are the heads of this family. His charges right now are failure to report a crime, conspiracy, collusion, and conspiracy to commit mass murder of fandom. Now, failure to report.
Go ahead, my bad.
Failure to report a crime. He sat there and was complacent with the illegal activities of the Dallas Cowboys crime family. He should have said something when Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones made these decisions. When they were out here conducting smear campaigns, they were out here holding the fan base hostage, out here false advertisement, out here illegally using funds. He sat idly by and let it all happen. So he is going to be guilty of that. Also, he is in the inner circle. These schemes and machinations against the nation, he also had a cog in them. He is the one that made it possible for them to undermine the free agency market when building these rosters.
Thanks.
He was the one that they leaned on to get it done through the draft so that they can try to underhandedly bid against themselves, against their own free agents, and also not actively hunt for free agents on the open market. So Will McClay is guilty of conspiracy. He should be guilty. And listen, y'all will have the final say. Y'all are the jurors. But the case we bring upon you, everything that has happened since he's been here would not have happened if he was not here.
Thanks.
He is a key component to the dysfunction.
I agree. So like you said, hey, them some pretty stern cases, because when you think about it, he pretty much is an enabler, right? You know, he's enabling the underboss to be so cheap, you know what I'm saying? And he's doing his job, but I'm pretty sure he probably getting some underhanded pay to be able to do this, right? Because he's allowing Stephen Jones to be cheap. He's allowing him to go get these bottom of the barrel free agents, which has, by way of that, we've been struggling and suffering all of these 28 years. So we making this case against Will McClay. Now, I know he ain't been there that long, but still, he's still been helping them out. He's a part of it, and he's down by association. And he didn't help anybody while the crime was going on. He didn't tell anybody. He didn't report it like he said. He didn't do any of that stuff. So, you know, and the way it is, man, you can't let people just influence you, right? You know what the right thing to do. Will McClay, you can't just sit down and just let them do anything they want to do. You got a job. You supposed to have integrity, sir. You just allow them to tell you and push you any way the wind blow. That's not how it's supposed to be done. You got to have some type of integrity. When they told you to get Taco Charlton, you should have said, give me TJ Watt. I'm sorry.
This the South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
You supposed to say, give me TJ Watt. I'm not going to take no Taco Charlton. I'm not doing it. So, you know, these charges go back all these years, bro. And when he didn't stand on what he believed in, it hindered the team in the end result, man. It hindered the team. So he got to be man enough to make his own decisions and be the general manager of, be the general manager for one. Just take your job, because that's what you really do on a day-to-day. You might as well just take your job at this point right here.
I mean, listen, if your boss came to you right now today and told you to shoot your coworker, you could do it. You can listen to your boss, but you know that that's illegal. Just because your boss tells you to do something illegal does not mean that you're obligated to do so. And the things that he has done are illegal in the court of public opinion. Like, he is charged with conspiracy for mass murder of fandom because he has conspired to make it happen. He may not have been the trigger man, but he was an enabler that actively let it happen, and you know, he has to pay for that. Like, listen, how many of y'all are old enough to have seen all 3 of the Dallas Cowboys Super Bowls? You don't have Super Bowls that you have seen. You know, some of y'all are. You know, I know that Joe is. You know, I know that Michael Autry. You're old enough to have seen some of them. So there's some people that have seen them, but a vast majority of our young Dallas Cowboys fans have not seen Mr. Gina Green, of course. So a mass majority of our fan base have not seen championships, and because of that, some of our fandoms are dying slowly over time. Like, this is the lowest that we have been in a very, very long time. Bruce got to talk to Juice, said he was 7 in 95. D.A. Lee said he's seen all 3. JVB boy. Link Hillfield has seen all 3. But see, you notice is a minority and not the majority. So he was not here for the whole part, but he has to pay dividends for what happened and transpired on his watch.
Like you said, he's supposed to came in with a fresh eye, a new start, trying to change stuff. When you come in here and you see all this stuff going wrong and you don't have no input to help correct it, and you just sit up here and tag along with these guys, that's a problem, man. We got to get him up out. Well, we can't get him up out of here, but he needs to be paying for his sins. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get Will up out of here. We glad he stayed, but he do need to be, you know what I'm saying, serve some kind of discipline. So are y'all agreeing with these charges? Are we doing one by one, or we gonna do all of them at once?
We'll do one by one. All right, so for failure to report a crime for Will McClay, what say ye? Put a G for guilty. Put an I for innocent in the chat box. For the charge of failure to report a crime, G for guilty, I for innocent.
Yes, sir. Y'all let us know what the court of public opinion will say. We're going to give y'all a minute. Let me see. We're going to give y'all a minute. And y'all run up y'all judgment on this guy, man. His fate is in y'all hands. His fate is in y'all hands now. And hey, we already know Will McClay is not the trigger man. So we ain't going to give him too harsh of a sentence, but he will be paying for what he's done, his part in this. You know what I'm saying? We all like Will, but hey, you guilty by association, my boy. You guilty by association.
Link said you don't walk into the restaurant and blame the employees for the failing business, but you can, depending on what the employee is doing. If one of the reasons, smacking
the customer,
I'm finna say if they out here giving poor customer service, they ain't cooking the food well. Like, that, part of that's not on the employer.
Yeah, true. We got 5 seconds left. Go on, get them votes in. We already said guilty for G, I for innocent. So, hey, the timer is up. Let's see what his fate will be. Let's see if he guilty or innocent on failure to report a crime. Failure to report a crime. And then think about it. That's why it's illegal, though. Because if you fail to report it, it's like, was you down with it? You know what I'm saying? You might as well have been down with the crime. Like, hey, that's why they try to mess you up with that. They like, hey, they act like people can't mind their own business. You know what I'm saying? They like, hey, if you didn't tell on them, hey, you must have been approving it. But okay.
Also, Link, we're also going to have them on trial too. Like, all 3, Will McClay, Jerry Jones, and Stephen Jones are on trial today. Yes, so don't worry, we're finna get to the ownership.
Absolutely. So, okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, 19, 20 guilties. 20 guilties. I think they gonna win, but I make sure
I ain't seen no innocence.
I got 1, 2 innocent, 3 innocent, 4. Yeah, y'all the minority.
I got a house arrest over here, so that's guilty with a minor charge.
Yeah. So okay, he's guilty for failure to report a crime. Okay, conspiracy. You want to go over what makes him a part of this RICO, Mr. ACM, once again?
Yes. Conspiracy. He is guilty for his part in a multi-year conspiracy against the Dallas Cowboys fan base. Because of him, the Dallas Cowboys front office has been actively able to neglect the free agency market. They have been actively able to neglect they've been actively able to neglect the signing of their own players, and he is also sat on his hands while his employees ran smear campaigns against the players that he drafted when it was time to pay them.
Facts. So hey, once again, we doing the vote on Mr. Will McClay. Wait a minute, that's the wrong dude. We already got you, boy. So relax. Oh, you coming up, Steve? Steven trying to run. Steven trying to run. Steven trying to run. Now you know you too old to be trying to run from us, Steve. We gonna catch you now. Don't do that. You gonna make the charge fleeing. We gonna put a fleeing on you in a minute. But okay, for the charges of him being a conspirator, even if that's the word, you know, I'm just trying to see. Okay. We gonna do G for guilty, I for innocent. Let's do it. G for guilty, I for innocent. We gonna put a 1 minute time on that thing, so y'all run it up. Let us know what we doing here. Let us know what we got going on.
Yes, I agree. Extend Dak Prescott ASAP. For the folks saying in the chat box, I agree. Go ahead and extend them. Get that extra money. We need to put some pieces on this team. So extend Dak Prescott at this point.
Ms. Nisa said, why Steve got black hands? He got caught black-handed, Ms. Nisa. He got
Y'all so silly.
Oh, man. Hey, like we said, we got to laugh to keep from crying with this team. We got to bring this to justice. Hey, get your votes in. We got 15 seconds left. Get your votes in. The court of public opinion. They fate rest in y'all hands, man. You know, they fate rest in y'all hands. We got to bring these boys to justice. If we ever want to see a Super Bowl in Dallas again, they got to go down. We got to get them to be accountable for what they've done, and they part of this. With the nepotism in our front office, nobody has accountability, so we got to give it to them, y'all. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, the time is up. I don't know where it started at. Dang, let me see. Okay.
Oh, Toxic Splendor Poppy said, what was the charge? We're charging him with conspiracy right now. We
voting on conspiracy charges for Will McClay.
Yeah, okay. Is he guilty of conspiracy for helping the Joneses in their diabolical plots against the nation?
I think Ms. Neeson might have been first. So 1G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 guilties. It look like 1 or 2 innocent. So yeah, them charges gonna stick. The first 2 charges sticking on you, my boy. Hey, it ain't our fault. You shouldn't have been around them. Shouldn't have been around them. Now the collusion. What makes him guilty of collusion, Mr. HTM?
Collusion is pretty much another word for conspiracy, but it's his own separate charge. So pretty much everything that made him guilty of conspiracy would also make him guilty of collusion. Collusion just means that they actively work together to undermine the fan base and to commit a crime.
He was an accomplice.
Yes.
He was an accomplice. Oh no. So yeah, he gotta go down for that. We can't let him get away with that right there. We just can't. So let's vote on the collusion charges for Mr. Will McClay. Hey, you know how it go. I for innocent, G for guilty. That's how we doing it. Let's run it up. Let me put the time on now. Quickly, because we got other ones to get through. We just want to make sure he getting judged fairly, y'all. We gotta make sure he getting judged fairly. That's all we do. We gotta make sure. You know what I'm saying? We don't want nobody reporting to court, you know what I'm saying, doing appeals and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying, AC? We don't want nobody doing appeals and stuff.
Listen, these charges are gonna stick, man. They ain't Teflon. We gonna make sure of this shit.
They going down. They going down, ATL.
We're gonna railroad them boys.
We throwing the book at them. We sick of this, man. We about sick of these boys, man. We got 20 more seconds, man. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. We trying to get them a fair judgment. You know what I'm saying? So can't nobody say we did it. This the court of public opinion. Everybody vote counts. We are not like the normal election. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't being nefarious with the votes. We gonna vote. We gonna run the votes for real. All right, the timer is up. Let's see. Collusion charge for Will McClay. Is he guilty or innocent? Let's see. I don't know where it started. I gotta start making me a starter mark. Dang, I don't know. Let's see. We're gonna start down here. Oscar. I think that might have been close. I see them eyes coming in here. So let's count the innocent. 1, 2, 3. 4.
Yeah, put the G's in the chat box for guilty, I for innocent, man.
I just see 4 innocent, so I thought it was more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's guilty on those 2. Now we got one last charge. He's going down. He got 4 charges already sticking on him. He got 3 charges. And the last one, conspiracy to commit mass murder of fandom. Good grief. So what makes him guilty of this right here, ATO? You so bad.
The Dallas Cowboys have not had championship aspirations in a very long time. If we're being honest, have not been up to a championship game in the last 28 years. And part of the reason for that is the actions of Will McClay and Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. He was an accomplice to them robbing us of our fandom, robbing us of our belief, robbing us of our hope. And so they are killing our fandom one bullshit move at a time. That's why half of y'all are not ready for the next season. Half of y'all have already given up and hung yourselves because y'all don't believe this team will do anything worth note going forward. The one thing that you must have, the one thing that you must have as a fan is hope and belief in your team ability to compete and win a championship year in and year out. And right now, we do not have that. And Will McClay, you may not be the trigger man, but you did order the yellow cake plutonium. You didn't build it.
Miss Elder said fade to a pill. That's the whole team, right? That's the whole organization right there. Trap. In the Green Bay game, every single iota of this football organization had a failure to appeal, Miss Elder. So that was right there too strong. They'll be in the hole forever if we gave them that charge. Failure to appear.
Rev said Will been here for 22 years. So damn, Will,
Yikes.
Like you got even more culpability than I initially thought. See, they up here just giving us more evidence against your ass, man. So yes, so you sat back and you let them kill our fandom. You let them draft. Matter of fact, you drafted Boss Man Fat over Nick Bolton, over Asante Samuel Jr., over all these players that could actually help us. You drafted Tristan Hill. Whether that was your choice or Jerry and them pushed you, you still allowed it to happen. That is your job. You colluded with them to make that happen. And by you colluding with them to make these bullshit moves for the Dallas Cowboys roster, you have helped kill our fandom. Instead of getting Tank Dell, you got a 30-year-old tight end in the draft who wasn't even no pass catcher. Instead,
senior citizen discount already straight out of college. That's crazy.
Then You know, you got Mozzie. I know Mozzie hasn't all the way developed yet, but we know that Mozzie Smith did not have the season that most people expected.
Absolutely
We know
not.
that Junior Fihoko just be out here living life. He be out here just chilling. I don't ever see him in actual football pass and shit.
Never.
I don't even know what he do no more. I don't know his position no more.
His
And you
position
are the
is
one
on
that
the
drafted.
sideline in street clothes. That's street clothes. Hoku. That's his nickname. Street clothes
for
Hoku. Just like Anthony Davis. That's
Man,
street clothes for Hoku, man. I hope that don't stick. Because that's terrible.
the Chargers will stick though. Cause that's a seriously funny name.
Yeah, that's terrible though. You don't want to be known to be street clothes, cause that dude, boy, I ain't seen him in pads. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't seen him in pads since training camp. So now it's time to up the stakes, Mr. HTM. It's time to up the stakes. We gotta bring it in. We gotta get that.
All right, hold on. We ain't even finished the man.
Okay. What we gonna sentence this dude? Cause you know, we still need him. We can't banish him away into exile. You know what I'm saying? So we still need him. So what we gonna charge this dude?
He's guilty on all accounts. He should have the death penalty. We're being honest,
Yikes.
but because we do need him, because he cannot draft and build a team from beyond the grave, we will show leniency. We will give him 5,000 years of probation. 5,000 years of probation, and his charges will be up to the death penalty if the Dallas Cowboys cannot at least win one playoff game next year.
Okay, I say I'm with the 5,000 years of probation, but I'm with that. But I'm gonna say this. Okay.
Hold on. Swain said life. What you mean life?
You're gonna be with what their name is, Cloud and them of the movie.
Life.
But yeah, man, I agree with that. But at the same time, I sentence him to he lucky it's draft time because we need him more than ever right now. So I sentence him to eternal film watching and recruit work. I need you to be on your best behavior. And you know, it could escalate these charges if you don't do right. And I need a minimum of 2 Pro Bowlers out of this draft right here. Trap. If I don't get my 2 Pro Bowlers, you might have to go in the hole, sir. You got to go in the hole. Now, I know hey, you got a first and a second. I know we don't got a full run of draft picks, but you still got a first and a second. How about hit on your second round? He should have been in the hole just for his second round pick selections, right?
Man.
Just for the second round. Like, you know what I'm saying? He go crazy with the other rounds, but the second rounds, that got to be some kind of crime. It got to be. It should. Go ahead.
No, you are exactly right. You know, drafting Boss Man Fat, drafting Tristan Hill, drafting everybody not named Trayvon Diggs up to this point.
Fair.
You have failed miserably. We do not want to be your friend anymore.
And Slam,
you have disappointed us.
Love Slam. He ain't really lived up to a second round pick though.
You mean Sam the penalty?
He got enough penalties for a first
He will also be brought up on charges against the Dallas Cowboy Nation. So just know that we will be holding him accountable when we hold the players accountable. So look for Sam Williams to stand trial for his crimes against the nation.
Cause he got several of them. But yeah, man, we got the nice little charges on him. We sentencing him to eternal house arrest, and he gonna be in front of a TV and taking notes on draft picks and draft prospects for eternity. So that's what we sentence Mr. Will McClay. He can't never go outside again though. He'll never see the light of day again. You know
I ain't going outside today.
He can't go outside ever again. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to be in the house watching film until, you know, he expired. So hey, long as we can Long as we can get what we need from him, it's all good. But hey, he will have no free time, no fun. We sentence him with no fun. That's terrible.
No fun in the sun,
You
man.
are not allowed to have fun ever again, Will McClay. Do your work, sir. Do your work. That's what we want from him. Now,
Just work, and you can't even go home.
now we gotta move in to Mr. Stephen Jones, man. They say he got caught black-handed.
Trap.
They say that man got caught black-handed, y'all. So hey, we already know some of the heinous crimes that he's been a part of, and you know, he really should have been the last one we did. But hey, you know, he's not the done. We know he's the son. You know what I'm saying? So hey, we got to do it in order. But Mr. Stephen Jones got a lot of egregious crimes that he's been a part of, reigning terror amongst Cowboy Nation. And he is pretty much, you know, known as one of the leaders of the Cowboys crime family. He might as well be the Don at the same time, you know? So this man right here is responsible for the lack thereof of us having free agents for the last 28 years. We never ever use first round picks ever, and in no type of trade scenarios. You know, Amari Cooper, we used one Amari Cooper first round pick, and then, you know, it felt like the world was ending. We didn't know what was going on in Cowboy Nation. It was so foreign. It was something that we couldn't believe. So, you know, it was like make believe. What happened?
I was just laughing. Nisha said, whatever the charges are, he's guilty.
he did whatever,
Like
he
that.
did whatever we talk about. But yeah, man, it just seemed like he's been one of the biggest hindrances to the Dallas Cowboys for long as we can remember. You know, ever since I heard him tell Jerry not to draft Johnny Manziel and all these people. And I agree with the move in hindsight, but who knows? Johnny might have been dope with us. We don't know. But
he would at least had better dope in Dallas than what shit he was putting in.
Yeah, like, but I'm just saying, we did get a Hall of Famer, you know what I'm saying? We got a Hall of Fame out the deal. But hey, I still don't trust him because I know his mentality is being cheap. He's super conservative and he's super safe. He don't want to take no kind of risk ever. You know what I'm saying? He won't even jaywalk. This man here is trap. Stephen Jones won't even cross the street if, you know what I'm saying? Stephen Jones won't even cross the street if there's no cars coming. And if he didn't push the button, if the sign don't say you can walk, Stephen is not going. So he's allergic to any kind of risk in life. He do not want no parts of a risk. So that's what I have to say about Mr. Stephen Jones. What would you say about him, Mr. ACM?
He a bitch.
Goddamn. Oh man, say it ain't so.
Pull the charges up.
Pull the charges up.
Pull the charges up, man. Let's go ahead and crucify him.
Yeah,
crucify him. Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna have fair trial.
He got caught black-handed, they say. But here go the charge. He got a laundry list right here. He got a grocery list charge.
So let's start with domestic violence.
Wait a minute. What he got domestic violence for?
Man, hold that thought. Keep that right there. Don't move it. But he put hands and paws on Jerry Jones.
Ah man, he beat up his own pops because
his own daddy because of crimes against humanity. He did not want him to get Deion Sanders. So the story is he hemmed his daddy up.
He hemmed up his pops, trying to stop him from getting Deion Sanders. He got very physical when he was finna get Johnny Manziel. Hey man, he's been reigning terror on Cowboys Nation for a while. We gotta watch him. You know, he's been abusing us. He's pretty much responsible for a lot of this pain, misery, and suffering that we've been going through all these years. You know, so that's why he got such a long sheet. He got one of them Walmart Target receipts full of charges, man. It's about time we bring him in, Mr. ACM.
Man, listen, like anybody that would put hands on their daddy is somebody that got to go underneath the jail.
You finna bring the courthouse to a preaching house, ain't you? Go ahead.
Because the Bible says to honor and cherish your thy father and mother, and he out here putting biblical hands on his daddy like they Cain and Abel.
Hey, he gotta go down, ATM. He gotta go down.
He gotta go.
Yeah, man. So let's see what the first charge was. What the first charge was? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. The first charge
Domestic violence.
was domestic violence. I think the whole world had articles about this, so I don't even think this is up for debate at this point. We pretty much know he is guilty of this, but you know, this is for the court of public opinion, so let's get these votes in. You got 1 minute. G for guilty, I for innocent. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it done, y'all. Y'all know how it go. In the trap in the liquor store. Not that many minutes. Well, look, when it gets to, you know what it is. 1 minute. 1 minute. You got 53 seconds. G for guilty, I for innocent. We finna, hey, they got an answer. They got an answer. Somebody got an H. What that means? You gonna send them to hell or something? What This man James got an H. He sends this dude to hell. What does the H stand for, sir? Shit, he going to hell? Damn.
He deserves it.
He sends this man to eternal fire. Wow. That is crazy. Kush said he's a repeat offender. He is. That man is very notorious for all kind of heinous crimes he has.
They only needed 1 second. You done gave him 10 minutes.
In 1 second. Okay, I'm going to just do it like this. I can keep it up, though, and just take a minute off. All right, bam. We going to look at it. We going to look at what the results is from the people. We got to look at this. Let's see. That was the quickest judgment in courtroom history, they said, y'all. They said, we ain't have to even do this. They said, just look at him. He's guilty. Okay. D.A. Lee, guilty. Hey, I don't even think I got to waste my time with the count. Everybody knows he's guilty, okay? Number G's. I don't see not one I in this thing. I seen one that said I, and it said, I believe he's guilty. So we didn't see no I's in the whole equation. So he's guilty for that charge. What's the next charge we going at him with? Money laundering.
What's the next one?
My God.
Money laundering.
Oh, my God.
Money laundering. Man, listen. How many times has this man talked about pie? And there was actually still money to pay people. How many times has he talked about not having enough money to pay folks, and they out this bitch buying yachts and they on islands wilding somewhere across the world? How many times have they shortchanged paying their coaches? Mike McCarthy is one of the least paid coaches in the National Football League, despite being one of the most winning coaches since he came to Dallas. So they are not using the funds purposely for what they're doing. He's got to be putting money away somewhere, somehow. There ain't no way you this damn broke.
We ain't never made no money.
I done bought too many tickets to know that you motherfuckers are making a killing.
See, at this point, it's no way you can hide the nefariousness that y'all be involved in. Like, far as Dollar Bill, I call him Dollar Bill Jones because, you know, Dollar Bill, what Dollar Bill said?
Dollar Bill! Shut down! Pay no country boy nothing!
So we know he's not paying anybody. He's treating these players like, you know, I almost said something, but he's underhandedly paying these people. He's treating them like the fiends on the block. Like, he's paying them nickels on the dollar, man. They say he only paying the cheerleaders $20,000 a piece. So he don't want to pay anybody. So he's not paying no free agents. He's not paying no players. He's not paying the cheerleaders. Who is he paying? You know what I'm saying? Who is he paying? He don't want to do, he barely even want to draft people right. So we don't understand what is going on with the money and the budgeting and the pie that he always talking about, because we don't have any. If it is pie, we don't see any. So, you know what I'm saying? He must have ate it all. Like, what's going on?
Trap.
if there is pie, you know what I'm saying, we don't ever see it. So we just trying to figure out where is this pie that you speak of so much, and why isn't our pie as, you know, as bigger than other people's pie? Like, other people seem like they have enough pie for the whole family. You just want to feed your favorite children. Like, that's not gonna work. We must have bought the small version of the pie and everybody else got the family size, because it seems like we don't have enough to feed our family over here, Mr. Steven. And where is the money? Like, I can see if we
Where's the money?
Where the church's money at, Steven? Where's the church's money? Because, look, I can understand if we knew where it was going. Like, we like, okay, we paid that with the defense, or we boosted up the O-line with that money. Like, bro, we don't even know where the money at. Like, you had a Ricky Dak Prescott and still didn't spend no money. You got superstars on rookie contracts right now and still ain't paid nobody. So, like, you got two superstars, two of the best players in football on rookie contracts right now, and still ain't paid nobody, still ain't went and got no free agents. So when they get to telling y'all that Dak Prescott contract is holding everything back, it's true to it, but it's still false, because you still got two superstars that the other people in the league wish they had these level of players on rookie contracts. You got CeeDee Lamb on a rookie contract. Don't that sound like a bargain?
It was.
You had CeeDee Lamb on a rookie contract. You had Michael Parsons on a rookie contract. Don't that sound like a bargain? So I don't want to hear no more about that pie talk, all that cheap talk. We demand free agents this year. We sick of it, ATM. We sick of it.
And remember, Dak Prescott made under $30 million the last 3 years. His cap hit was under $30 million the last 3 years. $17 million in 2021, $19 million and some change in 2022. This year, his cap hit was like 27 million.
I'm sorry.
So
bro.
what's
What's
happening?
The comments in the chat is just too egregious. Like, that is going crazy. Do you see? Oh man, Chata! Look what Chata say he spent it on.
7-Eleven wine and coochie. Crazy.
Hey man, my bad, bro. I gotta quit looking at the chat sometimes. Y'all be having me weak.
Johnny Wood said slave labor.
Exactly.
But yeah, like, you had money all these years, man. You already had money. You ain't do nothing with the money. So like, we need you to come forward and pay for this shit.
We need you. We need you to you need the answer to these charges, and let's continue with the sentencing. So hey, I'm pretty sure he's guilty on money laundering. I don't even gotta look at it. We don't even really gotta waste our time with that clock. We ain't even gotta waste our time with that clock. We know. Everybody see, we've been seeing this for 28 years. He's not paying anybody, and we're not getting no free agents or making no moves. So, hey, we know what he is. We know exactly what's going on. So, money laundering, I'm pretty sure everybody, it's a unanimous G in the chat room. Defamation of character, ATM. What makes him guilty of this charge right here?
Do you remember when Dak Prescott came up for a contract and they were talking about the pie, right? And they were talking about Dak Prescott was being greedy. He wasn't a team player. We need to pay everybody else. And they tried to paint him out as the bad guy. Do you remember when Dez Bryant came up for a contract, and then the stuff about his mama came out? He supposedly put hands on his mama and shit. And, you know, they tried to drag him through the mud. They tried to drag Zach Martin through the mud. He went ahead and held out. They told Marcus Lawrence he was not Von Miller. He wasn't Aaron Donald. He wasn't any of the other great pass rushers when it was time to pay him. And they forced his hand, and he had to sit out just to get his money. So every time Dallas Cowboys players come up for contracts and time to negotiate, here comes the smear campaign, questioning their character. Matter of fact, I would not be surprised if Steven and Jerry orchestrated the Michael Parsons hit.
Yeah, it's probably more than likely they probably did. You know what I'm saying? And like, we're not saying that the stuff ain't true, but you gotta know that it's tactical for them to do it at certain times. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like all them other people that went to jail, you know what I'm saying? They try to say, hey, this man he ain't just started doing that stuff y'all done convicted him with. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got tired of him because he ain't want to conspire with y'all, so now y'all want to bring up them charges. So it's like that, I feel like. It's like they got tired of playing around, and now it's the time, and they lined up like, okay, now we need to hit them with this. Now we need to hit them. It's the timing that concerns me. It's the timing. Because I'm sure the problems that you had with him, you been had them with him. You just want to bring it up now to like strengthen your case against why not to pay him. And that's nefarious right there. That's nefarious. But let's get back into the rest of the charges. We already said, wait a minute, Jerry. Hold your horses.
Hold on. Hey, did we say guilty on the defamation of character yet? Did we vote on it?
We might need to vote on defamation of character real quick. We got 1 minute. Get your votes in. Is Stephen Jones guilty of defamation of character? They play real nasty ball in the public eye when they want to do negotiations on deals. So I'm gonna start with Damian Crow. Under Damian Crow, gonna be the votes for us. So okay, let's get it. 1 minute long. Let's get the G's in here. Let's get the I's in here. Let's go. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna see an I, but you know. Well, landlord, I believe he's guilty. Okay.
G, he said G on everything. Michael Autry G, Rico Jones G, Leos G, Damian Crow. What's up, my boy G?
Yeah, it's all G, so we can move on. I don't see not one I all the way already. So we don't even, this is a landslide. He is guilty. That young man is going down. And hey, you expendable. You ain't none of Will McClay, sir. Shit, we might have to get you up out of here. All right.
Yeah, we might have to get your son in here or something, man, because you tweaking.
We about sick of you, sir. Okay, that minute is up. I'm pretty sure I see nothing but G's. I didn't see not one I, so we can move along. Okay, false advertisement, Mr. HTM. What makes you say he is a false advertising son of a gun? What makes you say that?
You remember when they said we like our guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah, nobody likes them niggas.
What you mean? Wait a minute. What you mean? Hold on. So you said they lying about liking their guys?
Man, they family members. If you looking them sideways when they say this, it's like, man, you like him?
So I think you might be on to something. I think the wording is what's nefarious about it. So they say we like our guys. You supposed to love your guys. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be like, man, I'm not finna let nobody take my guy away. You know what I'm saying? This is my player. This is my captain on my team. We'll ride for him. We'll run through a wall for him. What you talk about, you like your guys. See, like is a mediocre word by itself, right? If you spent the whole year on a project and then you came and presented to me and be like, look, landlord, look what I've been working on this, man. I put a lot of time and effort and energy in it. And then once you showed it to me and I was like, yeah, I like it. If I said I like it, you'll be like, what? Like, know what I'm saying? If you
really love it, you supposed to love this shit.
If you put real effort into it, like is not good enough. Like is not good enough. Like is a middle, mediocre word. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then it's a default word that people say. Like, they'll say that just so they won't hurt your feelings. So I'm sorry, I'm sick of this like my guys stuff. We need to have people on this team who will be willing to go to bat for, you know? So screw the like our guys. I think the wizardry is in the words. That's what it is. We like our guys. Yeah, you like them, but I'm trying to get something better. Like is upgradable. Not, you know what I'm saying? You don't love them, so that means they're replaceable. And that means that they're not the best ones that we can have. I'm sick of y'all talking about you like your guys. We need better players on this football team. Wait a minute, Jerry. Man. Hold on,
Jerry. Yeah, Jerry. Calm down.
Calm down,
Jerry.
It ain't your turn yet. Okay.
Also, to add on to those charges, you also got to remember when I say false advertisement, how many times have they said they would do anything and spend whatever to win a Super Bowl, and they always are the cheapest folks in free agency, always fighting against their own players to pay them the money that they've earned, right? Like God helped the run blend. Like they were not in their plans for that man to be an all-pro.
Facts.
Like God helped the run blend. There's gonna be some shit when it's time to pay that man.
They're gonna be like, we know you just broke the record for the NFL history, but you know you a 5th round pick, sir. I mean, what you? They gonna slander this man name so bad. They is not finna give him no type of props, man. So hey, they gonna have to go to war about the run. Cause look, are you gonna pay him top tier money? We don't know, especially not in Dallas.
While paying Trayvon Diggs top tier money,
it's not gonna happen. We're gonna have to pick between them two.
No, I hope we don't.
We gonna have to pick between. Well, we can. By the time Deron Bland up for a contract, maybe he'll be a boundary corner at that time, and then we can, manipulate trade money, and then we can have both.
We got 1 year to figure that out, because he does not have a 5th year option. He was a 5th round pick. Yikes. He played year 1. He's played year 2. After this year, which is year 3, he'll be on a 1 year deal, pending free agent. So you're gonna have to shit or get off the pot when it comes to that man contract.
So we're gonna have to make some real decisions very soon. That's what it looks like. So let's get back into these charges, man. Wait a minute, Jerry. What I told you now. Wait a minute. Jerry keep trying. He's a flight risk. We already knew that. Jerry was a flight risk. We already knew he was a flight risk. That boy, they'll try to get away, but. Okay, mass murder of Cowboys fandom. That's one of the charges that you got for him. What is your reasoning? Present the evidence that you have on the defendant.
The evidence is prevalent in the fact that we have not been to a championship game in 28 years and counting, and he has had his hands in the undermining of our ability to build competent teams. He is the person that does not want to sign big name free agents, because remember, we got in the hole the first time because Jerry Jones was trying to sign all the big name free agents, and it wasn't working. Right? They all came to Dallas and became busts. That when Jerry Jones was still swinging for the fences. Now, Stephen Jones, I will give him credit. He got our cap back under control and everything else, but he never found them in being responsible and also taking calculated and educated risks to improve your football team. Nice. So he has been entirely too conservative in his approach in roster building. It's always building through the draft, not signing big name free agents, not being ultra aggressive like other contending teams like the 49ers who traded away stuff to get like a Christian McCaffrey. They made moves to get a Chase Young. They made moves to get Randy Gregory and his penalty getting ass. Point being is they were ultra aggressive while the Dallas Cowboys sat on their hands, and we've sat on our hands for years and years and years. And remember, I told y'all before, hell is repetition. Right. You do the same thing again, expecting different results, and that's why that's the torture in it. Because you get so close and you always fail. You tried it again and again and again, the same method, and it continues to blow up in your damn face. So he has helped kill the fandom of so many guys. He's helped kill the fandom of so many people. Like, there are people that are growing up right now that should have been Cowboy fans, but they're Chiefs fans, and their whole reasoning is, well, at least Patrick Mahomes from Texas. He's from Tyler. I'm gonna rock with Patrick Mahomes, man. They gravitating towards folks from Texas and no longer gravitating towards the Texas team because of your inability to consistently build true contenders.
That's all true, man. That's all true. And just like you said, it is about time for him to serve his time, and he gotta go down for this stuff. He has murdered all of the fandom that we had. Every iota of hope is almost gone. I'm still holding a little bit because I can't help it. I told ATO, bro, I can't do content without no hope. So I can't be the miserable dude. Like, I can't just be like, here we go again. Like, we're finna lose, y'all. I can't be that guy. So I do gotta hold on to a little, like a slither of hope. I just got to. So most of my hope is gonna be into the draft. That's all we got. And then I'ma pray that we can do something in free agency. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get through to these people, man. That's why I told y'all gotta support this type of content, because they need to understand they gotta do something. They gotta get off their hands. They gotta actually put forth the effort to be competitive in this league. What I said, y'all bringing slingshots, and these boys got nuclear bombs out here. That's not gonna line up for us. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work out in your favor. We need to actually go get some real big time weapons to go up in here and try to make this fight work in our favor, man. Cause we're not even almost, it looked like we weren't even competitive in that game, just to be real. We wasn't even competitive. We know we a better team than what we showed, but it didn't look like that on film. Right? Like, what we supposed to say after that? It didn't look like that on film. And like we said, we probably overhyped some of these players as well. So I feel like that cheap mentality, it do help him and help us try to boost up players who not deserving. Like, we know for a fact we don't have a real defensive tackle or a real standout guy on the defensive line. But we still got belief and hope in some of these dudes. Like, we like, well, you know, this guy right here is gonna do this and that. Like, bro, these other teams got stars in these roles. They got big time dominant players in these roles. We don't have that. So that's one of the biggest issues. That cheap mentality is just a domino effect over this whole team, over this whole franchise. So I do feel like he's super guilty of murdering the Cowboys fandom, man. So I don't even think we got to vote on that one either. Shit. And then the last one. HTM, I think you need to go over this.
Are you scared of getting canceled?
Hey, I've been kicked out of better places before, but
yes, he is a bitch ass nigga.
Yikes. Okay, let's see why is he convicted for being a bitch ass nigga. Like, that's what we're gonna say. That's what we're gonna say. All right, go ahead.
Because he a bitch.
What makes you believe or come to the conclusion that this is, a realistic charge that he should be dealing with?
I don't even like the nigga face.
Trap. Hey, this is probably the most nefarious one right here, now. Go ahead.
Now listen, he looked like a bitch ass nigga. So if you look like a duck, you quack like a duck, you're probably a duck. You know what I'm saying? So listen, anybody that takes years and years and years from our lives from us is a bitch ass nigga. Like, we can't even sit here and sugarcoat this. If he's guilty of everything else, if he beat up his daddy, if he's taking money from the team, if he up here hating on folks, making up stuff about him, if he telling us lies, he's killing our fandom, all those charges, he's already guilty of them, makes him a bitch ass nigga.
It equals up to him being a bitch ass nigga. So I think
1 plus 1 is 2. So damn it, that and that and that makes him a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, so hey, I feel like those charges gonna stick. Like, hey, so I don't even gotta ask nobody about that one, cause what makes me feel like
we voting on it.
Huh?
We voting on it.
We voting
put
on
put BAN in the comment box if you think he a bitch ass nigga. Don't be shy. BAN, ban Stephen Jones for being a bitch ass nigga. Put BAN in the chat box. Y'all good. This is an acronym. Y'all can put letters in there.
But look, this is what we'll say though. Far as Steven go, I feel like the reason he's a bitch ass nigga is because,
why you saying that laugh for? Like, you don't want nobody to hear you.
you gotta say that quick. You gotta throw out the algorithm with that. But I feel like he is one because, you can't be scared. He's scary. Anybody that's scary deserves that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be scary, bro. He's been scared to do everything. I told you this man won't even jaywalk if it's not his turn to walk across the street. So what that sound like to you? Like if he see no cars coming, he's not walking, bro. He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait till the light turn red, then he's gonna walk. He don't risk anything. You know what I'm saying? This man don't have like one drop of risk in his blood. So, you know, that's what we dealing with here. That sounds like a coward. That sounds like he's afraid to do anything. Bro, it is a way to be conservative and risky at the same time. It's called calculated risk. And you don't do any of that. Like, you don't risk anything. Like I told y'all before, we have no buyer's remorse in Cowboy Nation because this dude is mad cheap and he don't really risk anything. So we're not afraid of losing nothing because we don't risk nothing. So, hey, of course, when you add all that up, I believe he is what the people saying, a bitch-ass nigga at this point. So, yeah. So I think we can vote on that.
We're going to also add endangering the education system to Jerry Jones charges, because that man did say that 1 + 1 is 3, and it got to be for him to believe. And I said, boy, that's some old bullshit right there. So we got an extra charge for Jerry Jones when we pull him up for trial.
Yes, sir. So hey, I see number bands in the chat, so we already know what that means. He is guilty on all charges. So what will be the sentencing for Mr. Dollar Bill Jones, a.k.a. Stephen Jones, the underboss? What would be his convictions? What would be his charges? Death. Man, not the death penalty. Trap. Metaphorical death, right? Wink, wink.
What, metaphorical death, wink. One wink.
This is metaphorical, you know. It's all jokes. This is not real. Well, I'm gonna have to get that dirt drop. This is not real. You know what he said? He making songs about all the criminal activity he do. That he get on the front of it and say, "This is not real." You done already told on yourself, my boy. But yeah,
man.
So what would be his sentence?
Death. Why are we playing with the church's money? Like, do we need Stephen Jones for anything? Do we need Stephen Jones for anything for the Dallas Cowboys to function? Like Will McClay is supposed to be the personnel guy. Jerry Jones is the owner, right? So if anything, we'll just promote Will McClay to general manager. We can get rid of this man. We can get rid of this man, his hating, his bitch assness, and we would still be a good team.
Hold on, I gotta look at this right quick. Let me see. I gotta make sure I see what my sentencing is. Death by what? By fire, by brimstone, by firing squad. I think we need to try the new stuff.
Nuclear bomb.
We gonna try the new stuff that Alabama did. That's what we gonna do. It's not a laughing matter, but hey, you know, we got a lad to keep him crying out here, y'all. We got a lad to keep him crying. So look, we gonna try what is called nitrogen gas. That's what we're gonna try. We're gonna try by death by nitrogen gas. This is a new form of, you know, the death penalty in these states. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see what it do to him, you know what I'm saying? Because his charges is too egregious for us to let him walk. He must pay, he must suffer. So hey man, let's get it done. Hey, we don't need him associated with Cowboy Nation ever again. You are one of the worst things to ever come about of Cowboy Nation. Look, I hate I ever met you. You know what I'm saying? Carl Thomas, we wish we never met her.
I wish I never met her.
We wish we never met you. And, you know, we don't wish no ill on you, but, you know, for your crimes, metaphorically, we want you to be suffering by nitrogen gas. You know, the brand new death penalty for you, sir. The brand new one. We gonna get you one straight out the press, sir. Straight out the press. It would be nefarious as Alabama to try this shit first, though. Like, why we gotta be the first fools to do it? Like, it's crazy.
I mean, they should. They did the right thing.
As
long as it happened to Alabama first, I can live with it.
That's what's great. Why we gotta be the nefarious state to do it first? Like, they wild. But
the guinea pigs.
Just stupid. But okay. Now, I wish I had I do got some suspense. Like, we could say. Now, for the main event. You know what I'm saying? This is what was on the ticket. You know what I'm saying? The other dudes, they was the ones that was the opening acts. This is the grand finale. Mr. Nefarious Jerry Jones. He has a lot of crimes beginning all the way from back in the day, Mr. ATM, all the way from back in the day. And, hey, it's about time for him to go down, man. It's about time for him to go down. Now, believe it or not, I'm not too mad at Jerry because now I kind of feel bad for my elders because, he's an older man. And I don't think he necessarily has too much control at this point. But he's still an enabler. And he has done crimes when he was of good health. Like
younger. That's what I was saying. It's 28 years of bullshit. So 28 years ago, he was moving around fine. He's in his 80s. He probably would have even been in his 60s yet.
Exactly.
By the time that some of this stuff went down. So don't let this feeble old man fool you. He is still the orchestrator of this. He still put this bullshit together. He still is the original Don of the Dallas Cowboys crime family. Now, I know some of y'all will say Stephen Jones is the one pulling the strings now. That may be the case, and he will die for his sins. But Jerry Jones is the one that started this all. We will not be here worrying about Stephen Jones if Jerry Jones had not came to power. We would not have to, crucify our brother Will McClay had he not failed under the clutches of Jerry Jones and his nefarious ass enterprise that we're up here trying to fight and dismantle today. So Jerry Jones. It is the most wild stuff you have ever imagined.
Yeah, man. So, hey, I'm with you though. Then one of my stuff on them, like, bro, you guilty for firing 2 legendary coaches. My
Trap.
This man fired Tom Landry and he fired Jimmy Johnson. Like, what are you doing, sir? Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't supposed to fire coaches like that. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to let them go off into the sunset. Jerry had to come in here and make a statement. See, that's what's wrong with him. And like I said, man, he's been nefarious. He screwed up the cap at first. But, I'm a put another charge on him, failure to appear. Because where have you been all these years now? We ain't took not one risk in about 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So if you was supposed to be this willing and dealing, this nefarious dude who got all this juice, where are you? Where have you been? We haven't seen you. So, and you just let your son just take over? You answering to your son. We should have had Charlotte in this thing too now. She getting away with murder.
Nobody knows what the fuck Charlotte does.
Charlotte is the designer. She just spending the bag for no reason. She buying $2 million art pieces and shit. It could have been going to the free agent.
Trap.
Charlotte got the most expensive art pieces in the world in in AT&T Stadium. So hey, I blame her too. She got to get it too. But she got away with murder this time. She got away with murder.
Yeah, listen, mess around with y'all ain't gonna be nobody left to run the damn team. You gonna be down bad for real.
They gonna have to hire us to run the team. Like, we gonna have to run the team. Like, hey, I guarantee you we gonna have. Look, if you let me run the team, let me make my case. And you make your case.
Go ahead.
If you let Landlord from Alabama run this team, right, I promise you, in the next 5 years, you will have a Super Bowl. I'm going to tell you that. You going to have a Super Bowl, but it's possible that everything could crumble at the same time because I'm going to be risking. I'm going to be willing and dealing. I'm going to throw 2-3 draft picks. We might not have no draft picks for like the next 10 years messing with me though. I'm trap. You might not have a draft pick for the next 10 years messing with me, but I bet you're going to have a dope team on the field and them boys going to be ready to play. So, hey, I'm going to be willing and dealing. Y'all think Howard Roseman got something? Wait till you see Landlord from Alabama get behind there and take control, because I'm going to be willing and dealing. I know how to negotiate. We going to get it done, man. We going to get it done. So, hey, hire me. Go ahead.
Man, I'm going to have Big X the Plug doing halftime shows. We will be able to tailgate in the parking lot again. We will actually have a culture and atmosphere that is conducive to having a home field advantage. Like, you look at these other teams, you look at the Baltimore Ravens and the Steelers. That's a real home field advantage. Like, you feel the atmosphere, you feel the energy. They have a history. They have culture built in. The Raven Walk, the terrible towels. Like, even Lambeau got the Lambeau Leap. They get to jump in the crowd and parlay with the fans. Dallas Cowboys don't have that. So under me, we're gonna spend some money. We're gonna be shooting at free agents. We're gonna have a culture. We're going to cuss out the opposing fans. We're going to get drunk and belligerent and yell at them and make them feel uncomfortable and nervous and make it to where you got to be a real gangster to even come into Dallas and play some damn football. So that is my plan for the Dallas Cowboys. We will change the culture. We will spend money in free agency. We will do everything in our power to be a competent football team and competent organization. And shout out to my boy for the $2 super chat. He said they all guilty. They all gonna get it. But that's why we are here, to make sure that they pay for their crimes.
Yes, sir. Hey, I feel the same way, man. So, hey, after we book all these boys, you can hire HTM and Landlord from Alabama. We can get it done for you. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about the leadership. We gonna usher in a new day. We gonna bring in a new culture. We gonna get it done. I promise you. I'm joking, but I believe I'll be able to do it. We gonna show y'all when we make these teams. You know what I'm saying? We gonna show y'all when we build our roster, when we build our team. The only reason we ain't did that show yet is because we're not sure if Dan Quinn gonna be here or not. So Dan Quinn is holding up everything on the roster building. He's holding up on everything. Cause
have we not already killed this man? I could have sworn that we sentenced him to death.
I mean, but I'm saying we don't know what's gonna happen in reality. He might be, a ghost working in Cowboy Nation. Hey, we don't know. The ghost of Dan Quinn might be walking through here having dime packages on 12 personnel and stuff. He might be doing it. You never know. So we got to figure out what they gonna do with Dan Quinn, and that'll help us know how we gonna try to build this roster, and especially on the defense, what free agents we gonna keep, which ones we gonna get rid of. It's gonna be a lot of things to sort out, but the biggest chess piece is Dan Quinn, to see how the personnel would evolve with a new defensive coordinator. It's a lot of stuff that we got to get over with. But, yeah, man, we already know. Let's get into his. Did we do his charges already?
Nope.
We ain't even did his charges yet. We know he got a lot of stuff. Let's get into this. Conspiracy. What you say he's a conspirator for? Why is he a conspiracy guy?
They have conspired against the nation. The moves. Listen, this goes back to his co-defendants. Like, if they are also guilty of conspiracy, he must be guilty of conspiracy, because all three have conspired to rob the Dallas Cowboys of their hopes and dreams and their future by consistently staying in a comfortable space. We had testimony by Brian Broaddus that stated that the Dallas Cowboy front office are stuck in their ways and they don't want to change and they're comfortable and they are not trying to change anything that they're doing. So because they're not willing to change, they're not willing to succeed, because the thing they are doing that they're not changing has led to consistent failure and underperformance by the Dallas Cowboys as an entire organization, from the top down, from the front office to the coaching staff and to the players. And because of that, you have created a toxic environment that has directly led to the Dallas Cowboys being incapable of being a competent franchise. So they have conspired against us in those ways.
I agree. He has been, one of the biggest marketers. You great at marketing, but what about the results on the football field? That's a conspiracy alone right there. So you showing us, you getting everybody excited every year, and you still not giving us anything. And that's false advertisement right there too. So yeah, I think he got a good list of charges that should stick, because he's been doing a lot of heinous things against Cowboy Nation. And he got us some glory days, but hey, we about sick of this 28-year drought, and we feel like the one constant has been the Jones crime family, the Cowboys crime family. They've been the one constant. No players have been here that long. So once you really consider that, you already know it's obvious what the problem is here. It's obvious. So yeah, he's the conspiracy king. He's the Don of the operation. And I still feel like, to a certain degree, whatever go across the desk, he still have to say yay or nay. I think just for the, just for the formality of it, like, hey, let me get the opinion in here. Okay, hey, yeah, no, I don't like it. I like it. He still gets some kind of say-so in there. Because, Jerry Jones he's an egotistical guy. You know what I'm saying? So he got to have some kind of involvement in it. He's not just letting stuff go by him and not say nothing about it. I just don't see that being a way Jerry Jones would operate. So I still think he'll be like, nope, hey. Look, he ain't did no research or nothing, but he like, hey, I don't agree with it. like, I disagree. Like, he still gonna make sure he put some type of 2 cents in there. That's just how I feel. I just don't think Jerry just let people walk over him. So, we'll do a vote on these, and then we'll be able to sentence him. So, what are your charges? I mean, what are the we doing conspiracy first, right? So give me a yes. G for guilty. Give me a I for innocent. I'm pretty sure this how it's gonna go. You got 1 minute. Let's get it done.
Also, Numbhand Neil, one of our primary jurors, just came in. He apologizes for his tardiness, but he did slap Jerry 41 times. We're not going to repeat that in court, but he also slapped 114 Eagles fans. Absolutely. So salute to you, Numbhand Neil, for your participation.
Great execution, sir. We appreciate you. We might need you again. Yeah, you got 32 seconds for you to get your votes in. I'm pretty sure this is going to be an easy landslide. Everybody knows Jerry is very nefarious when it comes to his activity and underhanded schemes that he runs on Cowboy Nation. So this should be easy and quick. Proceed. Let's see.
JJ the Mind, what's up with you? Yeah, we voting. G for guilty, I for innocent if y'all just came in. The charges are conspiracy against Jerry Jones.
Okay, we'll give y'all an additional 5 seconds on that since it seemed like people were just coming in. So go on, get your votes in, and we're going to ride this thing on out. All right, boom, we got you. So let's see where we at with it. Let me see where we at with it. I didn't put a mark on it. Okay, I see. Okay, number 1. Hold on, where we at? Okay, guilty on all charges. Facts, guilty. Rico with an H. I don't know what that means. Hell. G. Guilty. Yeah, a lot of guilties in this thing. No innocent, all guilty. So, hey, Mr. Jerry, that's what you're going to have to deal with, sir. You are guilty on conspiracy. So inappropriate use of funds, HTM. What are your charges on that? Let's talk about this because that sounds like, a real charge. What's going on?
Jerry Jones has probably bought more pussy than free agents in the last 28 years.
The trap just be coming out of here. Hey, objection. You can't talk like that in court, sir. What's going on?
Overruled. We will continue.
Go ahead, then. Go ahead.
But Jerry Jones has not spent the money that he needed to spend in order to make this team better. They have been one of the least aggressive teams in the National Football League. Some of y'all can point to the fact of Stephen Jones being the primary culprit, but Jerry Jones, still is the figurehead, and he still must pay for the crimes. The sins of the father are often revisited upon the son. Sometimes the sins of the son must be paid by the father. So whichever way that it is this time around, both of them must pay for their inability to get quality free agents into the Dallas Cowboys organization. You are buying yachts and thoughts and not going out here and
not yachts and thoughts, ATM. Good grief.
Yachts and thoughts and not
free agents.
Investing in your team. Exactly.
Good grief. Yachts and thoughts. Good grief. The other one, boats and
boats and throats.
But man, we already know he does not do anything right with the money. All he does is bring it in, and he don't want to distribute it out. He do all this stuff in his personal life outside of doing professional stuff. We can't really spot nowhere where he spent the money outside of this stadium, outside of, he spent all the money on the stadium. He didn't give anybody, none of his workers any money, but he spent it all on the stadium. So we don't know where the rest of the money or the paper trail at. That's why we bringing him to court. It is very nefarious and mysterious in the way he operates with his money, and it is hindering the football team as a whole. So, hey, we have to bring it to the light. We have to talk about this. He have to pay for his crimes, and we got to bring it to the court. So, let's talk about it one more time. Inappropriate use of funds, backhandedness, nefariousness, basically. And I think he's guilty of that too. So, you want to take a vote on that, or you think them charges is legit?
We will always take the vote just because we want this to hold up. We do not want any appeals. We will have proper procedures performed within the process of this hearing so that nobody can ever undo what we have done here today.
Okay, starting with Damian Crow. We're going to do a minute countdown. Let's go. Give me a G for guilty, I for innocent. Let's get it done. This man must go down for his crimes against Cowboy Nation. This is against us. You know what I'm saying? It's about time we brought these boys in here. They've been dodging. They was hard to get a hold to in the ATM. We've been trying to get them in here for 28 years.
Long ass time.
They just dodge every court date. They reschedule every court date. That's what they do. And you already seen Jerry trying to fly away. We should have put a looting on there too, because he's a flight risk. He's a flight risk. We might not even be able to let him come back. He got to get sentenced right now while we got him. That boy might hop on a plane and you'll never see him again. Know what I'm saying? Or a boat. We don't know where this man can go. We don't know where Jerry will go. So, okay, I said starting with Damian Crow. What was his, I think he was about right here. Hold on. We'll just start up here somewhere. I couldn't remember what comment I said, but okay. Oh, nah, I know it wasn't no H in there. So
you said 9 billion times guilty.
Guilty. Everybody's saying guilty, not one innocent. What a front office apology said, because we don't got them on our channel. Like, hey, trap. We don't got them kind on our channel.
The front office has been abandoned. Like folks that done gave up on that shit. They ready to whack
We
their
got sick of them. So hey, we gonna move on to corporate espionage. What is that? Why is he guilty of corporate espionage?
Queen said she ashamed of him. What I do, Queen Cowboy? Jerry Jones be doing crazy stuff. We just gotta speak on it.
He trying to do the right thing, Miss Queen. Trying to do the right thing.
his nefarious crimes against the Dallas Cowboys nation, must be talked about and must be said. Like they have done evil things against us.
So why are they guilty of the espionage?
Man, listen, what have they not done? Like, they always be in the way. Have they not interfered with every head coach and every assistant coach that they had? They have been meddling and listening. They had that boy, what's his name now? Kellen Moore. I forgot about. See, he's so sorry. I forgot about it. But they had that boy Kellen Moore up here giving information back and forth in betwixt what Mike McCarthy was doing and what Jason Garrett was doing. He was trying to hate out both head coaches, giving information back to Jerry Jones. That was why he hung around after the last coaching staff was gone. So they had a mole within the ranks of the coaching staff. So they were out here in the way, spying on their own employees. Right. We also know what he tried to do to his own boss, Roger Goodell. Well, not really, like they paid Roger, but Roger is still over them. But he tried to get Roger Goodell whacked, and that's part of the reason why the Dallas Cowboys don't get no calls no more.
Yeah, we don't got no love from the NFL. And like you said, he tried to bring up charges on Roger Goodell, and he's been involved in a lot of spying and meddling. We said those meddling Jones is like Scooby-Doo because they always doing something, and they might be double agents who they might be working against us. I seen somebody in the chat the other day was like, what if the Joneses are really Cowboy haters and they just here to make us suffer? That might be the truth.
Man.
Folks are double agents, man. They double agents, and they just here to collect coins and make us suffer. That would be terrible, because even if this your team, this is still a business. Like, long as it's bringing you money, you don't have to like it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it might be some legitimacy into that analogy or that you know what I mean. So, let's see. And they be spying on everything the coaches do. They always involved in the player personnel when they don't supposed to be. That is not your job, Jerry Jones. And Stephen Jones, it shouldn't be your job. We're going to say that. So you shouldn't be involved in no player personnel or none of that stuff, but you always meddling. We already heard Dez Bryant say something about it. What Dez said? Dez said they tried to sabotage him from getting his money in that game. You remember he just said that on the interview. He said they didn't want to throw on the ball, and then he just did a drag route and still took it to the house. Like, so they was trying to meddle way back then with Dez Bryant, not trying to get the man his money, trying to suppress his stats. They all involved in who getting the ball, who's starting. It's too much meddling, too much spying. They all in the way. And they gotta pay, man. They gotta pay. We sick of all of this meddling and messing up the football team. This is part of the reason why we said this is the hardest job in sports. We look at the Cowboy quarterback like it's so prestige. It is, but at the same time, it's the most difficult. Cause like we said, we feel like Dak could probably go somewhere else and win a Super Bowl because it's such a different environment in other places. The level of difficulty is just higher in Dallas, y'all. It is. So we might not need superstars or all pros. We need superheroes. We need heroes in Dallas, man.
Trap.
I told y'all, Dak might be Iron Man, but he need a lot. Like, the Super Bowl is Thanos when you in Cowboy Nation. When you in Dallas, the Super Bowl is like Thanos. We need a lot of superheroes to take this down. We don't just need one. We need a lot of them. And that's what it looks like we need to do, man. I just don't understand the toxic environment that he has built. Yeah, he's been meddling and espionaging, too much and meddling and messing up our stuff, man. So if he was out the way, I feel like it'll be a lot more easier. But, he got too much ego to ever step down and back up and get out the way. So we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out, man. So let's see. The next charge, defamation of character. Wait.
He said your math is worse than mine. Well, hey, they bring out the worst of us, man.
Yeah,
they bring out the worst of us.
Did we? We didn't even do a vote on that one, did we?
All right, corporate espionage. He guilty as charged, man. We ain't even worried about corporate.
We
ain't finna do that.
Okay, defamation of character. What makes you say he's slandering people's names out here? HTM.
Man, he on the same time as his son. Like Jared Jones sat up here and tried to say all these other things. They the one sending the hits. He's the one making the calls, running these smear campaigns against Dez Bryant, against DeMarcus Lawrence, against Dak Prescott, against Zach Martin, against I'm surprised it ain't happened with CeeDee Lamb. It's still time. Still time. Michael Parsons, like shit. There's a bunch of smear campaigns going on, and they're the masterminds behind it. Like he's the one with a talk show. He's the one to come on the radio show talking, disparaging the players when it's time. So yes, defamation of character falls probably more on Jerry Jones than anybody else.
Cause I believe he get an AOK, and most of these people be hired guns. That's part of the conspiracy as well. A lot of these people be hired guns, I feel like, man. Cause if Jerry want to push the narrative, he can make the narrative whatever he want to make it. You know what I'm saying? That's why we see this type of stuff in the media. And we've heard Jerry say, long as they talking about the Cowboys, that's good business. Like, we heard him say trap. It's sad to say it, but we done heard him say that. So I feel like that's an automatic one right there. That's automatic defamation of character, because he don't care if the publicity is good or bad. So if it was a light day or a light month, if he didn't get the figures that he wanted to see far as financially in a month, guess what he'll probably do? Stir up some mess, right? Like, okay, I'm finna stir up some bull, and then our numbers gonna get better to this man. All he gotta do is come up with some crazy stuff or some crazy topics, say something undermining Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott. All he gotta do is just come out his mouth and say something real crazy, and it's gonna drive the digits back up in that month. So yeah, he's definitely guilty of defamation of character as well. We probably could just move on. Those charges are too strong with the K. What you think?
We'll do it right. Go ahead and give him 60 seconds.
60 seconds, we got you. We voting after Ms. Nisa come in. Jerry talked too much. Old wash woman. Okay, after that comment, that's gonna be the voting. You got 1 minute. After that comment, that's where the voting starts. G for guilty, I for innocent. Let's get the votes in. Participation, please. These people fake lies in y'all hands. So hey, it ain't our fault. Whatever y'all say, that's what goes. This is the court of public opinion. This is how it's going. So we'll see. You got 20 seconds. Now it's 10 more seconds on it. Yeah, 10 more seconds on it. I'm about to say that was a quick minute right there. Quick minute. Let's get them G's and I's in now. You got 14 seconds. Let's see. I see guilty. Defamation of character. We already know he done that. He did that. Okay. You got 4 more seconds. Bam. You're done. I don't see not one single innocent, so that man is
Choctaw said old Jerry is semi-innocent. Young Jerry guilty as hell. That's fine, but they the same person.
Yeah, that's one judgment. So, hey, semi-innocent is still not innocent, so he's guilty as hell, right? Okay, false advertisement. What makes him guilty of this crime, Mr. HTM?
Same thing that made Stephen Jones guilty of it. We
Was?
like our guys. I do anything in the world to be spending any dollar amount to win a Super Bowl. That's a lie.
Go ahead.
All those things, man, they have sinned against the Dallas Cowboys nation. Like, we really should have had this court in front of God. We should have took them before the Lord with the way that they sinned against the Dallas Cowboys. We should have took them in front of God Himself and asked Him.
Go ahead.
Like, we should have asked God to smite them.
We're gonna let the Lord handle you. They did so much terrible stuff. We gotta let God handle them. Good grief. But
man.
Yeah, man. So what was the charges once again? Let's see the charges once again.
We were talking about false advertisement.
Yeah, that's a big one right there, because they surely
I already see they already dropping G's.
Look, he been selling us as America's team all this time, and we're so great, and we're this and we're that. But he ain't been treating us like that. You know, this is an abusive relationship. He been saying we great and then go and treat us like crap the next day. So we need him to deliver on some of these promises. Like you said, ain't no way in the world you gonna tell us you'll write any dollar amount, but we sure ain't seen you grab your checkbook yet. What's going on? What's the whole
trap.
Man, this dude said he'll put any dollar amount on us winning a championship, and he have yet to grab his checkbook. So what you waiting on, Jerry? What you waiting on? I don't understand it. So let's get these votes in. We got 60 seconds. Is Jerry Jones guilty of false advertisement to the people? Let's see.
Choctaw said he got brain damage from Steven, so he's not even competent to stand trial. So ass whooping.
He gonna plead insanity. He's crazy. He said he's too old to be responsible for all this stuff. He's not guilty. Oh man, that's funny. False advertisement. Jason Garrett. What DP Justice said? False advertisement. C. Kellen Moore, Jason Garrett, all the bad coaches and the bum QBs he claimed to be live and got the nerve to doubt Dak Prescott. Oh, he let live, I guess. Boy, that's funny. He said he's sick of these people. We sick of y'all, man. Y'all got us making a whole show about bringing y'all into justice. It's all y'all fault. We are about sick of you boys, man. We sick of y'all.
DC for Life Texas with a G. Rico Jones with a G. Numbhand Neil with multiple G's. Mr. Leos with a G. Man.
Everybody got G's across the board except for Choctaw, but he basically said G too. So hey, you gotta go down. That's what we got going on. What Ms. Elder talking about? Jackie Robinson stolen statue. I don't know nothing about. Hey, we don't know nothing about nothing stolen, Ms. Elder. Oh, hey, I don't know nothing about that, you know. My hands are clean, Ms. Elder. My hands are clean. I do no kind of crimes, especially while we in the court of law right here. So, okay, mass murder of fandom. We pretty much already stated the cases on that, and it's pretty much he's guilty by association doing the same thing.
Facts.
So we can really move on after that. We already made the case to why they killed the fandom, because he's allowing Stephen Jones to, you know, penny pinch and operate like we on a budget when everybody else got bands to spend. So hey, what can we do but lose faith and hope? After a while, he is murdering our hope and fandom, and it's very, very devastating and discouraging dealing with this stuff that we got going on in Dallas. But let's talk about the torture charge, and that's the last charge. Then we gonna ride this thing on out. What's going on? What is he doing that makes him guilty of torture?
He's tortured us every step of the way. Like, he has tortured the fan base. He has put us through hell, all forms of psychological torture, even physical torture, like physical torture.
What you mean?
Because, like, I literally got sick and threw up in 2020 looking at our defense. They put that bullshit out there, stripped our team down, and it made me sick to my stomach watching them play football. It made me sick to my stomach when I watched them cut Dez Bryant and bring in Deontay Thompson and Allen Hurns and those other goofy ass guys to try and play wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys and told Dak Prescott to make it work. It made me visibly sick to see Dak Prescott break his leg and not have a contract and my season go down the toilet, not knowing what the future may hold moving forward. They tortured me with all these playoffs collapses, knowing that we did not have a complete team. They tried to sell it to us, but we knew we ain't had no linebackers. We knew we ain't had no running backs. We knew that Ezekiel Elliott had lost a step, but yet we didn't have a contingency plan for that. We knew we only had one wide receiver going into the 2022 season. We knew that we didn't have the ability to run the game going into the 2023 playoff season. And they orchestrated this shit, man. Yeah. Hey, Lauren said that Law and Order music in the background is fire. We tried.
That's what's up, man. We trying to come with this thing for y'all, man. We putting in that work, man. We putting in that work. We hope y'all appreciate it and are.
But I don't mean to cut you off. I need to ask JJ to mind. How the hell we done got sexually abused? Like, I don't know what the
hell. Hey, we ain't trying to get council talking like that. Nah, that's really council culture right there. That's their niche. So I don't got nothing to do with that right there. Nah, we ain't got nothing to do with that, JJ.
Yeah, man. I don't know, JJ. I don't know what the hell going on over there, Kinfo.
That's a no for me. But
not guilty on that charge.
Not guilty. They innocent in that. Now, we giving fair judgments over here, man. We giving fair judgments.
I want to know what the hell.
JJ the mind finna have the people that came for R. Kelly them in the courtroom.
He Law and Order. They're gonna be the special victim unit that comes in.
He gonna be like, he touched me too. Like, what's going on? Jared, this supposed to be about football, sir. What you got going on, man? Jared right here wilding out. But yeah, man, I think we came to the final conclusion on Jerry Jones. Now it's time for sentencing. What would you sentence Mr. Jerry Jones, HTM? What is his sentence? Because he's guilty on all accounts. He's guilty.
Death by nuclear warhead.
God damn.
We're gonna strap him where they test the bombs at and just leave him out there for the next one to go off.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough right there. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to say to him. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. Y'all in the chat box, what do y'all suggest?
What do y'all suggest for Jerry Jones sentencing? Like, what should he do to pay back the Cowboy Nation for his crimes? What should he do? Let's see. What the people
we want to know.
Death by Godzilla laser beam. Okay, I think we should, go get Goku. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, wait a minute.
We should go get Goku, right? Follow me. Hear me out. Go get Goku. And then let him build up the spirit bomb. I'm talking about just let him just build the whole spirit bomb. And just, after day 33, because it take forever.
it take about a month.
I don't know how 12 that's the most dangerous. How is that the most dangerous weapon, but it take 85 days for it to come out? Like, come on, bro. You've been dead. But on day 88, we're going to let him feel the full wrath of the spirit bomb, and it's going to be death by spirit bomb from me, okay? That's how we're going to handle that. That's what we're going to do.
Man, they said make him go to all the Eagle home games. They be gonna beat the shit out of Jerry Jones. He's sitting in the crowd.
Hey, we got to come up with some more torturous things. No more gas station wine for the rest of your life. No more McGriddles.
No more glory hole.
We're going to take all the salt away from you. No more glory. Definitely no more glory hole, because that might have got you in trouble. No more baby mamas. We ain't going to let you do that no more. We're going to take every nefarious joy you have in your life away until the Dallas Cowboys get a Super Bowl. Those are the stimulations right there. Those are the rules, okay? That's how we doing it.
He said we need that instant Kamehameha way. The popping up, hit him in the face with it.
We need a microwave form of the spirit bomb, bro. Cause we ain't got time to wait on the spirit bomb. That's gonna take 50 minutes, 50 days, and then it's ready. Like, come on, Goku. You supposed to be the most powerful being in the galaxy, and you take 88 days to make your biggest weapon. We ain't got time for that.
Make him sit in a room, keep his eyelids open, and make him watch Jimmy Johnson winning titles on a loop while recording over a speaker repeatedly saying, "You didn't win these titles yet." Hold on.
It ain't true. You didn't do nothing to make this win. Make us win these. It's not your credit. You got to do it again yourself. But look.
Sit at a Commanders game under that busted pipe. They stayed horrible.
Hey, yeah, he got to give up the yacht. Jimmy Johnson got to get the yacht. You know what I'm saying? Get a yacht to Jimmy Johnson and Cowboys fans. And we going to party on that thing. You understand?
We got to sell it. We got to sell the yacht. And everybody got to be compensated some way. This is like a class action lawsuit. If you use Johnson & Johnson, you may be liable.
You might have some compensation coming your way. So, hey, I think I like that. We gonna confiscate his yacht, right? And then we gonna distribute the money back out to Cowboy Nation, half the money, because it's enough. We gonna take half the money of the yacht and distribute it back out to Cowboy Nation. You probably get you a good 100,000. Is that much? Is that much money? You might get you 100,000 a piece. And then the other half, we're going to invest in some free agents on our own. We gonna call up the free agents ourselves, cause we won't take no for an answer this time around. The other half of the money should be able to, suffice for free agent money for the next 10 years. It's that much money invested in that gosh darn boat. So that's how we gonna get it done. All right.
He said, make him watch Jimmy get the glory hole.
Oh Lord, I'm done with the glory hole, y'all. That's enough glory hole for one episode, right? Trap. We don't want no more glory hole on this episode, okay? That's it.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's up to capacity now. You know what I'm saying? We won't have not one commercial on this show. They're gonna be like, no advertisement want to be on here, sir.
We did this shit for free.
we did this for the people. We ain't getting no advertisement on this shit. Trap. We did this for the people. We will not be getting no advertisement off of this. But hey, man, it's necessary. It's necessary. We had to do it for the folks because we got to take down Cowboys crime family once and for all. So we got all these boys sentenced, and all their crimes they are guilty of. I don't think we got one innocent in this thing, did we? They all
never
guilty.
gonna get no innocent.
Nobody is innocent in the court of public opinion, obviously. Maybe one day. Now you know where the innocent gonna come from? The players. The players gonna get some innocence. The players gonna get some innocence. Because we going to do the player position groups next. We probably do like 2 position groups at one time so we can go and get it done, then get into our draft content. Cowboys College on the way. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. We finna go in, man. Y'all know how we go with Landlord and HTM, man. Y'all know we cooking for the whole off season. So, if you ain't subscribed, make sure you go ahead and do that, man. You're doing yourself a disservice. And, you should be ashamed because, we out here putting in that work every day, all day trying to give our people some of the top-notch content and have fun with this, man. The Cowboys gave us a lot of spare time and free time, unfortunately, because we wish we was getting ready for a game, but that's not the case this year. So, hey, it is what it is. Y'all make sure y'all support, man. And ATM, let them know where to find you at, man. Let them know where to find you at.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store. I'll probably be live sometime soon. Have no earthly idea when, but I will be bringing out some premium Dallas Cowboys content. Also, I am still on the road to 2K. If you ain't came and joined the liquor store yet, come join the liquor store, man. We're gonna keep doing dope shit. We're gonna get back to the raffles eventually once they make me happy again. And we will continue to bring good content to y'all. So yeah, just tap in with your boy HTM Sports on YouTube. Come sub to the channel. We're trying to get to 2K.
Absolutely, man. And I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in for the win. Support HTM and Landlord Sports, man. Make sure y'all support new media, man. Make sure y'all do that. We do this for y'all. Y'all the only thing that's getting us through this. You know what I'm saying? We trying to help y'all get through. Y'all helping us get through. But we appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And we out of this thing, man. What West Coast be saying?
Hey, never look down because the star is up, y'all. Peace.
Peace.